How come you coach him but not me? Welcome back to Should You Watch This with the Popcorn Freeze, a weekly podcast where movie enthusiasts, ex-movie theater projectionists, new and old friends take the time to talk about a movie that we just watched and answer that very question, should or shouldn't you watch this? I want to extend a very hearty body butter welcome.
Body butter?
Yeah, loads of body butter and lip gloss were used in the making of this film. Bloodsport.
Oh, yes.
From 1988.
I've never heard it called that. That's a great word for it.
I welcome Rain Rapperines and
Kumite Tribe.
Kumite Tribe. To the show.
Tribe of Kumite.
Kumite.
Kumite. Kumite. Kumite.
For centuries, the Society of the Black Dragon has sanctioned an ancient rite of combat known as the Kumite, open only to the world's most lethal warriors. It has never been won by a Westerner.
You are not Japanese. I can do it.
Now, for the first time, the true story of America's super agent, Frank Dukes, can be revealed.
Super agent.
Uncle Sam can't afford to let you get hurt. I'm going to Hong Kong.
Frank is going to fight in the Kumite, and we're here to stop him.
An awesome human weapon.
It hurts me just looking at it.
Who infiltrates the Chinese underworld.
What do you mean? Divided.
I know, they get an invitation.
Yeah, was it?
Enter a forbidden
A
competition.
literal letter.
Strict rules, no press. You telling me you never break rules?
Where every fighting style, every worthy opponent, every deadly technique clash in savage combat.
I love this guy's voice.
And only one will triumph.
Now I break you.
International martial arts sensation Jean-Claude Van Damme in Bloodsport. The true story of the ultimate champion.
Kumite. 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 I love that they tack that on at the end. It's like the true story.
This happened.
Frank Dukes.
Believe us. Trust me, bro.
All right, let's jump into popcorn trivia.
Let me tell you something, Pandeo.
All right, just like I did previously in our, it was back in 2021 when I reviewed this, but doing this for you, Taylor. It's a public service for you.
Just
for you.
The blood sport curious.
So there's a YouTuber by the name of Stefan Verstappen. Stefan Verstappen. He says that Frank Dukes is full of BS.
No.
And he's a renowned YouTuber. I mean, all YouTubers are renowned, but Stefan says that he's not real. None of this is real, and he's a liar. And I don't know who Stefan is, but I trust him. Okay.
Well, I trust Dukes.
So Frank Dukes, his book, he talks about being in the CIA as an undercover operative.
Oh, this is so good.
He was only in the U.S. Marine Corps Reserve. So why would they hire him as a operative?
That's because
his
that's
backstory.
called cover.
And was never posted overseas, let alone to Southeast Asia, as he claimed. The CIA has no record of his ever working with them.
Oh, that's what they would say.
His personal brand of martial arts, Dukes Ryu Jitsu, is a complete fabrication.
Well, isn't all martial arts fabricated from...
I guess.
It's a human construct. Are they implying that it doesn't work, or did he just steal it?
Yeah, probably both. And Frank Dukes has never won or even competed in a single martial arts tournament. Frank Dukes never has and does not hold any of the world records listed at the end of the film.
That's what I was going to ask.
Well,
where are you getting the records from?
It's like who's the body who's recognizing it?
Who's the record keeper in there?
It's like, Frank.
Yeah, it's like, believe me, bro, I was there.
It's It's truth. I did it. No. Like his own backstory and claims of Kumite success, these are all pure fiction.
I choose to believe him.
Frank Duke's brick-breaking demonstration is also purely fiction, as is the dim mock.
Well, I mean, in the film it clearly is, but you're telling me he can't do that in real life?
It's a legendary move fabled in Chinese martial arts folklore. The dim mock is an acupressure attack where the attacker quickly strikes the opponent several times in sequence at various spots in his body.
Kill Bill Part 2.
Yeah, but that one's just like a boom, like...
I feel like she punches him several times.
Oh, yeah, maybe it is.
I think it is literally that. And then you walk 5 steps and then...
Yeah, 5-finger death punch.
Oh, is that another thing? I mean, it's clearly...
Kill Bill.
It's very funny for there to be this fake martial arts thing and just be like, no, it's real. And I can do it.
I also can do this cool move called the dim mock. And you just kind of do a really targeted punch and they die. It's real. It's true. I did it. You should check out my book. It's on...
I mean, again,
in Barnes and Noble.
It's like Bruce Lee when he gets all pissed and punches someone real hard and they die. And it's like, yeah, no, it's real. And I can do it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it says. Like, he sounds like a kid on a playground. It's like, yeah, in that movie, I can do that. I just can't do it right now.
I just don't want to. I'm just not getting paid as a Hollywood
I just
consultant.
don't want to. And, if you're good at something, don't do it for free.
Speaking of martial arts, Ray Jackson does not use any recognized martial arts at any point in the film.
Now, this is my big question. This bothered me.
Okay.
What?
I mean, we're not in beefs yet, but let's do a pre-beef.
Who invited him and why?
Who invited Ray?
Yeah, the biker guy. The guy from Revenge of the Nerds. Get him out of here.
The American Southern Dojo.
I support that beef. He doesn't have any training.
No, he's just kind of like a brawler, but he can't be that good.
Maybe the WWF.
That's what I was thinking. That would be the funny backstory if they had, the time. They clearly did not, but
this is very, very insensitive of me, of the priest, but I couldn't stop staring at his weird cross eyes.
Yeah. It just reminded me of Revenge of the Nerds. I thought that was like a thing he did for that movie, though.
Correct.
I didn't know that he actually had off-center eyes like that. But he does.
Well, there you go. This is really cool. This is one of the few films featuring scenes filmed inside the famous Kowloon walled city before its destruction.
See, that's a great reason to see it right there.
When was it torn down? 2000?
I don't know.
It was before...
Hang on, I'm looking it up.
It was before the handover because they had to do a treaty to give the UK sovereignty over it
98
so that they could tear it down. Because it was a weird legal.
All I'm saying is go on YouTube or not on YouTube, just on
anywhere. It's cool.
And look up pictures of this pictures of this walled city. It is insane.
It
had a population density of 2 million people for every 11,000 square miles in 2006.
Just this giant slum. It's very cool.
It's very, very cool and interesting. And just go look up pictures of it. It's crazy. Midway's hit video game Mortal Kombat from 1992 took huge inspiration.
Pretty flagrant. Like the crotch punch that JCVD does is a Johnny Cage move.
Johnny Cage is based off of him.
Yeah.
And he has a similar costume, similar backstory.
The costumes are
the other fighters look like Mortal Kombat characters.
Correct.
Flagrant theft. They're like, we'll do it as a video game, and that makes it original.
How many times does JCVD do his trademark splits in this film?
Oof.
13.
Ooh, good.
I'm going to
guess.
say 5.
Ooh, both good guesses. Come here.
7. No.
7.
9. Oh, 7?
7. 7 splits. And they're intense.
Yeah, no, he was very proud of being able to do that.
Yeah.
Does it count where they've got his foot and they're dragging him across the arena floor?
I would say yes to that, yeah.
All right.
Even they'd make jokes about it. Ray was like, oh man, that hurts just looking at it.
Yep.
All right, let's get into beefs.
Where's the beef? Hey, where's the beef?
All right, I have a few beefs. Think of your beefs.
I mean, yes.
Here's my first beef. Why do they need a ref? So we have the 3 rules are you knock them out of the ring, or you get him to say, what's the uncle word?
I forget.
I'm pretty sure the ref's just there to see if they want to say it or cry uncle.
I would say you would need the ref if you both go out at the same time, out of the ring, like if you did some sort of like throw to like see who goes out first.
I just feel like
maybe to hear the person say that they quit.
Okay, that's actually a good reason, because the other ones I don't buy.
You don't buy that you would want like they don't have a replay camera.
Dude, I feel like they're in the movie many times.
Yeah. I mean, the real reason you have refs is so that they don't do like the rabbit punch to the back of the neck that kills you. But he does it in this, so it's like, well, why is he there?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
Like maybe it's like pro wrestling where they have like the little thing that's telling them to like give instructions to the wrestlers on what to do.
I don't
Probably
know.
just to declare if they're dead or not, if they're just unconscious, or if they need to call in a stretcher.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe they'd have to do the knockout. I don't know. They have to determine if they're actually knocked out. Although there's some weird fakery in the movie with that, and it's not quite clear like who decides if you're knocked out.
Correct.
It's like, are there TKOs in this? If you get like a liver shot, like how do they deal with that? See, I mean, this is what the sequel could have chose to address and did not, as far as I'm aware.
My other beef is JCVD. He kind of runs like a Nancy. He kind of runs like a little pansy boy.
Well, it's supposed to just be like a lifting chase scene. That's just
he has a very funny pretty boy aesthetic in this with his hair. And it's like his what do you call it, contouring on his cheeks.
Well, and wears
that has to have been intentional. He does not look like that.
Yeah.
just like the 7 splits that he does in the movie.
Yeah.
7 layers of lip gloss.
I mean, I think this is just Europe, and we should just respect European culture.
I think they're just trying to make him seem more like a Midwestern, like just screw up turn karate expert or something, especially with his weird backstory.
And like when they celebrate, also it's very dainty and kind of.
I mean, I feel like you're just being anti-European right now. You don't respect them, and I won't stand for it. They are our NATO allies.
Dude, and also, I don't know if it's like a power move, but Chong Li, when he does the little like snot move, where he blows like air or snot out of his nose, it's like right before he fights.
Yeah, what's up with that?
It's kind of like like spitting at their feet. You hawk phlegm out of your nose, kind of thing. It's like an insult to them. Like,
okay,
I'm not really, dignifying you with a welcome to fight.
Trying to imitate a bull.
Like, this is how much effort it's going to take me, to get ready to beat you down, kind of thing.
Kind of a beef for me. And then also the dubbing of the young JCVD is a little.
There's dubbing of the other actors too. That's also very distracting. Like when he's like, "You next," it's like. That's clearly not him.
Yeah, it's so weird. Any other beefs for you guys?
I mean, the movies,
the whole first half of the movie,
so fast, and also spend so much time on the backstory that's very funny.
I agree.
Because I mean, like the villain guy, like why is he that way? Why is he just killing people?
He just hates everyone. He doesn't want any foreigner to win the Kumite.
I will say that. I mean, this is the evolution and the improvement that the Mortal Kombat games added to it. There is a reason to win.
Yeah, that's true.
It is a conflict between realms.
I like that. That's good. Cole, any other beefs?
The acting of the child. They really should have done a few more takes. It's literally like they said action, they kind of fumbled their way through it like an awkward porno, and then they yelled cut and just kind of went to the next scene.
We must get out of here.
Oh, no. I wasn't going to steal your sword. Could you please adopt me?
Could you teach me the karate?
Why don't you steal something, man?
I want to learn. I don't care how much you flip me. Let's go.
It kind of sounds like those G.I. Joe PSA makeover where they like dub over them and do funny stuff with them.
Oh, exactly.
Look up those. It sounds exactly like those little kids. It's so hilarious.
What's the point of the AWOL subplot?
Yeah, that's
Well, no.
okay. Let's get into puzzle.
It's not a beef necessarily.
It's a puzzle. Let's get in. Let's
it
get
makes
into
sense
puzzles.
because if he's claiming that he's a CIA agent as part of his backstory that gets written into the movie,
But they don't talk about it.
but that's that they hint.
Well, I know, but they're all saying that we spent a lot of money turning
You're
you into a weapon. It's like,
you're
no,
an-
you didn't.
yeah, you're an
He
important
spent it
government
learning karate from his master.
Correct.
So, like, you don't own that.
Yeah. Let me make it official.
A sphincter says what? What? A sphincter says what? What? Exactly.
Exactly. Okay. Yeah, I have many puzzles, dude. We talked about the lip gloss.
I think that that's also just that he's Europe, and it's again you're being disrespectful to our Western allies.
Tanaka's son dies. What happened? It's just all of a sudden
The
alive
editing
and
in
dead.
this movie cuts and jumps, and it feels like it's running out of time. It feels like it's scared.
Yeah, and there's so many like quiet man stares at each other. Like they're like very awkward and you know, a little homoeroticism going on.
Oh yeah,
just
I mean,
touch.
they do say that they love each other at the end.
But
I mean, I think that's just Europe, and we
oh my gosh,
should learn something from.
We've got multiple. This is a puzzle. Multiple pronunciations of kumite. Kumite. Like there's like.
I mean, it's a real Japanese word.
I just heard it sounded out many different ways.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know
which one's the right one.
I don't know either. What is he so good at that they need him for in the CIA?
Yeah.
Well, shoot, a trained assassin if he's that good at karate.
I mean, he does know the dim mak, so he can kill people
like-
with his hands.
I can just imagine him perching over two beams doing the splits
I
and then
mean,
dropping
would you
down.
want to do that when you have a heart attack gun, though?
Dropping down
That's all
into
I'm
like
saying.
a clean white room to steal a disc and like stretching with his arms out, flexing his
The
abs so he
church
doesn't touch the
committee,
floor.
they held up a heart attack gun. It's like that was real. So I mean, I just don't think that. It's
Are
like,
you
yeah,
talking
this-
about the tasers that they use?
No, I'm talking about like the actual CIA, like hearings from like the 70s or 80s when
79.
Yeah, they were like drudging up all of these crimes.
Oh wow!
They had a heart attack gun.
But yeah, they had this gun
Fire
that
poison.
shot like this shellfish poison that would would induce heart attacks.
Oh my god!
So I'm just saying, like, it's like, yeah, this man was brutally beaten by a master of martial arts. Like, I wonder if that narrows down our
Our suspect.
yeah, I don't buy it.
And why do they care? Why does the government care that he fights or not? Other than like,
Yes, yeah, that's like that's
well,
which
property.
again, the-
It's an illegal underground tournament, but they're probably also worried he's going to get killed if he's
Yeah, but I mean, just like
a fight to the death, a full contact sport.
she's like, he should just take. I'm taking a vacation to Hong Kong. What are you just like? It's none of your business.
He's still got 3 years left on those enlistment papers.
Here's another puzzle. Why is that guy's hands by Chung Lee's balls for so long, dude? I know he's hiding the salt pill or whatever pill that he crushes up to blind JCVD.
What's that salt? I guess that would. No, I don't know.
I don't know what
messes
it
with
is.
his eyes real bad.
Yeah, it's some
So it might be some
kind of poison.
It might be some chemical.
But still, he's down there. He's by his nuts for too
He's
long.
got to make sure it's secure.
Well, part of it is
The match depends on it.
part of it's getting up off the floor because he just
And then
got
it
kicked
didn't,
in the
actually.
face.
Also, another puzzle. Why didn't Ray have to do a test?
Yeah.
Well, no, it's because
who invited him is the question I have.
Well, yeah,
he had an invitation. It's like
they just thought
did he just like punched
But so did-
the most bikers in California.
it's because it says the Tanaka clan and a white French guy shows up, so they're wondering if someone's trying to pull a fast one on them on their illegal underground tournaments. They got to see if they can actually fight.
I mean, an invitation's an invitation.
I mean, no, it makes sense that he had to do it because they didn't think he was. But like,
Yeah,
he didn't even like the question. Like, they didn't even like say, it's like, well, what clan are you from? I'm from the Hell's Angels, brother. Like, it doesn't.
Yeah, I don't know.
but he's also not the adopted son of from a Japanese.
Yeah,
clan.
so it doesn't make any sense. It's like, why is he the best fighter? The other guys, they have like montages of him doing like the big sumo guy doing feats of strength, and
Yeah.
so it's.
destroying those ice blocks.
I just think that they're talking down to us as Americans is how I felt about it. Like, because they're just like they they won't support this French guy.
It's like Samsara, where it just shows people shopping at Costco when it's our plan for the world.
Yeah, there's like, it's like we need some big dumb Revenge of the Nerds guy to be there for the Americans to identify.
I'm surprised they didn't give him like a yellow and orange leotard to rip apart when he's like gets to his final fight with Chung-Li.
Yeah. Dude, did you guys notice, here's another puzzle, like the giant nature of Chinese money? I feel it was like an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. They were so big, the bills.
That's how it usually seems to be, though. Like,
I mean, I don't know.
Those are giant. They were like this big, dude.
I think it's more they can easily like flap them. It shows them like, holding up their money to gamble or when they're throwing it at people because the smaller bills are just going to flutter away.
I mean, I couldn't say
Probably just props.
what the money was at the time.
I mean, yeah, I don't know what Chinese money looked like in the 80s, but man, those were huge, giant bills.
Yeah.
Promissory notes.
My last puzzle is, do you think the CIA guy or military guy that was with Forrest Whitaker, when they both humorously get pushed into the water right there, that guy, when he spits the water out, for sure has got AIDS or some kind of disease. He's going to die within 7 days.
Diphtheria.
That water is so gross, dude. I've been to Hong Kong.
It wouldn't have AIDS.
I don't know. Just some kind
When you said that, I was like, did I miss something?
I don't know. Just like a really bad disease. Like
for sure. Yeah, that's like,
it's not good.
Oh no, you're going to be vomiting in your hotel room.
Yeah, he's going to get dysentery for sure.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. You shouldn't drink untreated water just in general if you can help it.
Violent diarrhea that guy's going to get.
Yeah, you want to boil that stuff if you can't,
Boil your diarrhea.
No, you wouldn't want to do that.
Any other puzzles before we get into our last category, popcorn redemption?
It's such a strange, like showing his backstory in the beginning because breaks in, then all of a sudden he's talking about, taking away from his parents. Then he's going through training. And then 10 seconds later, his son's dead and they're having a service on the floor. And it's like, let me go in your place, Father. I want to learn how to do Kung Fu. I want to pass these skills along. But they don't ever say, what happens to him.
Would it have been better?
You're not a Tanaka.
Yeah.
To have just hinted at that and flashback to it throughout the movie.
Very much so.
Instead of stopping the whole movie.
It would have gone so much smoother if they'd gone back and forth.
To go over it.
They did flash back to his face so many times, the exact same position where he's like looking into.
Because I thought the ending was like pretty fun when he enters the zone.
That's true. You hadn't seen this. What is your reaction to that? I guess we should get into
him entering the zone.
No, just like the whole movie. You had never seen this.
No, I had never seen this.
Let's do redemption. Let's get into redemption.
Okay.
I have exorcised the demons.
So, like you said, you hadn't seen it. Mm-hmm. What's your overarching feel about Bloodsport?
Okay.
In 2024,
I will use a review quote that was originally used for Miami Connection, and I found to be applicable to many films since.
Dude, I don't think I have our review of Miami Connection.
That would have been way too long ago. But anyway.
We need to watch that again.
No, we do not. No.
Anyway, here is the review quote, and you could probably find it. I don't know who's
okay.
It's not good, but it may change your definition of what
is bad.
Good is. It's like it's not a good movie, but it changes what you think. It's like, well, what does a good movie have to be?
Because there are bad movies that are bad.
Yes.
But there are bad movies that are good.
Like, this is a watchable movie.
Correct.
This is an entertaining movie.
88 minutes goes flying by, man.
This is a well-paced movie as far as it does not overstay its welcome.
Correct.
It's not long enough to do that.
Correct.
But JCVD is laughably terrible, and it reminds me of Commando, actually. Yeah. Commando is also not a good movie, but it is also a great movie.
Yeah. Do you think it's because these actors are really, they're like, I'm making the best movie we can make.
It actually, I think Commando is actually really fitting because that's also kind of like pre-star Schwarzenegger, before he got big.
Yeah, it was like 30th on the charts. It didn't top the charts.
It's not good, but it's great.
It's great. That's perfect.
Like
That's
Cobra.
really perfect.
So I mean, this movie definitely feels like that. This is JCVD's Commando.
Okay.
Or as Cobra.
I'm just going to
Cobra is another great example. Cobra is not good.
I've never seen Cobra.
Oh, yes, you have. You have to have seen it.
It's amazing.
I don't deal with psychos to put them away.
I'm not kidding you. You might think I'm just breaking this up because you're saying this
Crime
right now. I think I want to pick that as my next
Crime
pick.
is a disease.
No, it's awesome.
I'm the cure. It's Commando.
It's awesome.
It's Stallone's Commando.
Yes. It's Stallone's Commando, but he's in leather.
I think he was probably a bigger star when he made that, so it doesn't quite fit, but it's that kind of movie.
Well, the reason why I was doing research for Beverly Hills Cop, which we just reviewed with Sack Lunch for all 4 movies, and Stallone was supposed to be Axel Foley. And he wrote out all the comedy and he made his name Cobretti and all this other stuff. And they're
really,
and the producers were like, "Hey, you need to get out of here."
He does have the writing credit on Cobra.
And then he took what he wrote about Beverly Hills Cop and made Cobra.
You'd never in a million years
You
do
would
that
not know.
comparison. It's so much different.
Well, yeah, obviously it is, but
Cobra is like,
but there's no humor in Cobra.
Bare bones movie.
Yeah, that's Stallone hardly talks the entire time.
That is very fascinating.
Wow.
I need to.
Crime is a disease. He is the cure.
I'm going to pick it. That's my next pick.
Did that new Beverly Hills Cop come out?
It's amazing.
Really?
You should watch it.
It's on Netflix.
All right, I'm going to just give you a rapid fire of the things that I like about this movie. The Temple of Doom Asian guy, Tanaka, love him.
So do I need to go off on, I don't like Temple of Doom. Everything about it feels bad. But anyway.
Cole brought it up already. The montages. It kind of reminds me of the Wedding Crashers opening montage. It's so sick. The Kumite music is dope. We've already established that.
Kumite.
The compound fracture. Awesome.
Yeah. That's like kind of the only special effect in the movie.
Yeah.
I kind of wanted them to use, like, they kind of hints that they would do it again.
Where is it now?
81%.
It's almost reaching the first film. It might be better than the first film.
I'm trying to see.
I rated it as better than the
previous
first film.
comparison was.
You've seen it?
Yeah. We reviewed it. You don't listen to the show.
No, Twisters.
Twisters?
Twisters.
Yeah, that's what he was holding up. And I was like, I didn't even think that was.
Oh, I thought that was, you were looking up Axel F.
Oh, no.
Twisters is 81%. I'm amazed.
Oh, wow.
No. Why are you distracting people? How dare you?
Because I wanted to look at Beverly Hills and Twisters came up first.
Yeah, I'm going through my redemption.
Yeah, we got,
I love the bear hug guy punch. Mm-hmm. I love the dick punches in the movie.
As did the creators of Mortal Kombat.
The splits on the building with no harnesses. Sick. The bus ride montage is insane. The awesome songs, like I said, and the walled city featuring that.
Yes.
What are your guys' redemption? What did you... I mean, it's probably overlaps a lot, and we have already talked a little bit about it, but, you know, anything else that it's like...
I will say, like, for, like, being a bad movie, be 90 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
It's
short and to the point. It went by. I mean, it flows really good, even though the first half grinds.
So many movies need to feel that just, like, I don't know if it's like a status thing that, like, needs to be 2 hours.
Well, you know what's interesting too? I'm sure it's not accurate all the time, but I bet there's some way of knowing, okay, if our budget is this, if we add another 15 minutes, that's X amount of dollars.
Well, that is true. Yeah.
Like,
it's more scenes too. Like the more scenes you want to shoot and the more production you have to put together. I'm sure they've got to break down.
I would actually like to know what the production on this was like. Like, I mean, was it just straightforward?
Yeah.
It feels like it is.
It seems like it.
Like that this wasn't a mess that they just kind of put together after that.
But like, you know, just if you know this is, I mean, even if you know if it's going to be a good movie, just cut the fat out. Yeah, cut it out. Make it shorter.
It's better than the bad movies we have now. That's all I'm saying.
But would you agree that, you know, movies like Mad Max, Fury Road, I could keep watching. I could keep watching that.
I mean, yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with being a long movie. I'm just saying, like, it just seems like bad movies now, especially. It's just like they feel the need to also be 2 hours.
No, you don't.
No. Know what you are.
Or like a romantic comedy. Like, just give me an hour and a half,
That's
man.
crazy that those are long.
What I think is that
Those always have like an act in there that's just like fabricated out of thin air to make it longer. Some misunderstanding that they're like, all right, we got 20 more minutes off of this.
I'm pretty sure a lot of it's you get like a set budget and they probably just shoot with the money they have and then it winds up being 2 hours.
Yeah, I wonder. I don't actually know.
So then it's probably a lot of executives that don't want them to cut it down.
I've seen interviews with Ridley Scott where he's like, I'm under or right on budget all the time. He's like, I respect it and I've planned stuff out and
yeah.
Well, but he's got his own production company that he's had too.
Yeah, I mean,
it's going to cost
it's
him
one
more
of those
money.
things, like that.
But he's made. I mean, both him and Tony made so many. I'm sure they've got it down to a science at this point.
Well, they did. I mean, now it's just Ridley.
He's there in spirit.
R.I.P. Dude,
rest in power.
That guy, Tony Scott.
Tony Vision.
I love that guy, man. Oh man. If you think of any other redemptions, I'm going to give you some of my favorite quotes.
All right.
This is a made-up category. Famous or most liked quotes of Bloodsport. Do you sleep with your eyes open? It's a quote. I was expecting a chuckle or a laugh, but
I was trying to remember it.
It's when he comes in to visit his dad for the first time and he's laying there on his bed with his eyes open. And, are you sleeping?
He's like, are you sleeping? He's like, do you think I sleep with my eyes open, you idiot?
How did I train you and yet you're so stupid?
Here's another one. You're not Japanese. Teach me. I can do it.
See, now I remember that one.
You remember the shame.
Very good, but brick not hit back.
That's right. In his weirdly dubbed voice.
I love how the champion can talk so much trash.
in English too, flawlessly.
In my notes, I put ogre. That's the guy. That's the big.
The Revenge of the Nerds.
The Revenge of the Nerds guy.
I was wondering what his name was. I couldn't remember it.
It's Ray Jackson. Ray Jackson is his character's name. But I love when they're getting ready to go in the walled city, and the Asian guy, the Chinese guy says, "Okay, USA."
Oh yeah,
and he goes, "Okay, USA." He like makes fun of him.
Yeah,
like what the heck?
That's why what happens to him should have been worse, actually, in my opinion.
And the last two,
I think that it should have been Rocky IV.
Yeah,
I think that if that had been the plot, I would have been like, yes,
there should have been more
for being mean to those nerds.
There should have been more eye gouging.
Can you imagine if Rocky IV was in the walled city of Kowloon? Wow. That would have been awesome.
I mean, I actually think that they shouldn't have made the arena area as nice as it was. I think it should have been dirtier because it looked like that they just like walled off a section of the slums and they're like, we'll dress this up. We'll make this.
I kind of like that you're in this weird, like, you see all
You're just going through all these wires,
electricity and dungy and dingy. And then there's this like weird opening and these pillars and a beautiful marble.
And a bunch of gamblers smoking.
But inside, like the railings and everything were like old wood and kind of gross. And
yeah. I mean, that's the thing is like, I would like it to have been that inside too, like pipes that were broken open, water spilling out everywhere.
I mean, the ventilation in those places have got to be not good.
Yeah.
Heck no, especially.
They don't even mention it. They don't mention,
It's humid as heck there all the time, too.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it would not have been a nice place to live. No. I'm not saying that's fair.
Should have had Van Damme just sweat the whole movie.
All right, my last two favorite quotes are, "Forget about the girl." And then,
"You're blowing it."
"I'm just trying to be the best I can be." I just love that.
The journalist. It's like, I just saw good writing. Oh, man.
Any other redemption before we give our rating?
I think that they should have picked a better female lead. I stand by that. I don't know if what.
I mean, that's kind of a beef.
That would be a beef.
It's kind of a beef.
I didn't want to say it because it felt mean, but I believe it, so I have to say it.
So I'm going to make you dig more into your own grave. Why do you not like this lady?
The chemistry. There's zero chemistry between either of them. It's so awkward. It's like watching a job
She's got that manufactured 80s pretty girl look that I find distasteful.
47.
There's no true charm.
We did say during the movie while we're watching it, we said some really good replacements.
I mean, that's the
Obviously,
thing. It's like this movie wouldn't have been able to afford them.
I know, but the names we brought up, they're not age-wise. They wouldn't have obviously worked. But some of the names we brought up were Elizabeth Berkley is her name from Showgirls, and that would have been awesome.
Yeah, that would have been probably a better first career move. Than
what's the chick from Transformers?
Oh yeah, that was just because,
Megan Fox.
Because you don't actually have to be good at like
just me
acting.
hotter.
Yeah, just be kind of
And there was one more that you said was like very good, a very spot on.
Kelly McGillis.
No, I don't want to see her anymore ever again.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
After failing to save Tom Cruise in Top Gun from going that way.
Don't look up pictures of her now. Jeez. I mean, I know you're listening, Kelly McGillis. I'm sorry. You went downhill. I dug my own grave there for you, Taylor.
There you go.
You're welcome.
Join me.
I love how you two keep passing the shovel back and forth.
I'm just saying the world is filled with people who, the movies are for the exceptional. Like JCVD's chiseled body.
I mean...
That belongs on screen.
So much body oil and lip gloss were used in the making of this film.
And to be fair, I don't think Ogre belonged on the screen. I really do think it's because they're like, his accent is going to drive people away. We need to have some normal talking guy on there.
Who else could have been in place of Ogre?
Stallone, man. Put Stallone in there.
No, but
he wouldn't have allowed it. He would have been like, actually, I end up winning.
Yeah. He'd be like, hey, let's redo the script here.
Yeah, it's like, actually, I end up winning, and I'm actually the best.
I'm the best at this. We could have maybe co-winners.
Yeah,
I pull out my Rambo survival knife, and I kill him.
Lou Ferrigno. Just have him go all angry and tear his shirt off and just body slam people.
But then you got another, hard to...
I really think that they should have
dialogue.
They should have just had it be a professional wrestler from the 80s. Like have it be like Macho Man or
oh, dude, Macho Man?
Cuz like
that would have been sick.
Because that would work for multiple reasons. Because he's kind of already that character of like the kind of the like grungy meathead, and then
plus the hair already.
And then he wouldn't have to like. You wouldn't even need to bring up why he was invited. You're like, well, of course,
dude. That is the coolest thing you have ever said.
It would have been
on the show.
It would have been better.
Macho Man as Ray Jackson.
Because especially in the era, it would have been perfect.
I want to see him snap a Slim Jim and stab it in somebody's eyeball.
Because it would have been, because he's even doing the thing where he's like pointing at people in the audiences. Like it's like his character in Spider-Man.
He's
like
calling out the he's
Bonesaw is ready. Wouldn't that have been so sick? And it's right there in the right time too.
I think that he was probably too expensive for him too, to be honest.
I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe on his hiatus, go to China and get some weird massages and stuff. Like,
yeah, no, it would have been. I would have liked that more because then you wouldn't even ask. You're like, well, of course he belongs there.
Oh,
the Macho Man.
That is the best thing you've ever said. Oh man, that kind of makes me sad because now I'm picturing Macho in this movie. It makes it so much better.
He might have stolen the movie, and that's probably something they would see. There's all those weird things you have to deal with a movie like this. Where
he would have stolen it. For sure.
Like get this French guy out of here. I want the Macho Man going to a Chinese martial arts tournament.
Come and get me, Chan Lin. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Come on.
Man, that would have been such a movie.
We are going out on a high note, and I love it.
Why hasn't that been made?
Man, what's your guys' rating for Bloodsport? I kind of want to save Taylor's for last because he's the one who picked it and hadn't seen it. So I'm sorry. I'm not changing my rating from my previous pod. So if you listen to that, you already know what I'm going to do. This is a golden bucket for the very reason that Taylor just described about how this is like the best bad movie. It's so good.
Well, it's one of several.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's a lot, but this one I think
good
is
bad
high.
movie, yes.
What other bad movie could we put up on a Mount Rushmore of bad?
Wait till you see
I was
Cobra.
it's Commando.
Yeah, Commando. I mean,
Because I recommended Commando to someone without any just, it was a female coworker. It was like, you gotta watch.
What did she say?
And I was like, I didn't. And then when she did not care for it.
Oh,
and I was
well,
like,
yeah.
I needed to add context to my recommendation there. But live and learn.
You just didn't.
Because then you think it back on it, and you're like, oh yeah, you need to know what the movie is first, probably.
What about The Reanimator?
I think that's just a good movie. I wouldn't say that's bad at all.
No, it's terrible, but it's also awesome.
I disagree. I think it's perfect. I gave him life.
That's such a weird movie, dude.
No, it's good.
Miskatonic University ain't no joke.
Oh, man.
Wow. Okay, Cole, your rating for Bloodsport
2.5
out of
4. It's no. It's a good. No, it's a good cheese film. Like if you're in the mood to watch something funny, it's a good film to put on. But at the same time, there's plenty of other shows that I would put on. It wouldn't be my first choice, but it's entertaining when you catch it.
I mean, if you wanted, I think Enter the Dragon's probably a better choice, but I don't think Enter the Dragon's is funny.
Oh, heck no. That takes itself way too seriously. It's so...
I mean, it's essentially, it's more of a Bond film with Bruce Lee as the main guy. So, I mean, it has its own charm, but...
I can't take Cole seriously. He's got this I haven't seen you in many months, and he has these Top Gun sunglasses on indoors, and then he has this long luxurious hair that I used to have almost to his shoulders.
I told you I'm in hippie mode now. This is just me.
Right.
It's so awesome. Okay, so we got 2.5 stars, which I don't accept. I reject that. And we have a golden bucket from the priest. Where do we go with?
It's how would you rate it?
How many stars? Your rating scale is some stars.
I would say
a good amount of stars.
It's some stars.
No, it's more than some.
No, the action's good.
That's way low for you.
It's a cheesy buddy comedy, but the acting is so bad.
It's got to be more than some stars. A good amount of stars.
Probably. It's probably a good amount of stars.
This is one you'll have to think about for a sec before he
It's between those two.
Oh, man. That's bad to mediocre.
No.
It's got to be more than that.
I mean,
I'm lobbying to get you to put your rating higher.
I mean, my ratings don't mean anything. I would recommend this. This is the movie I would put on.
That is the funniest thing you've said on the show. Two things. My ratings don't matter.
I mean, they don't. And the scale doesn't matter either. I would recommend it as, I'd recommend it.
Okay. You recommend it? And
I would recommend it.
A good amount of stars.
The same way I would recommend Cobra.
Exactly. See?
And the same way I would recommend Commando.
Exactly. I like his. That's how
And you need to know your audience when you're recommending those things.
I agree. I would say that this movie, this is my third viewing of Bloodsport. I watched it obviously for my past review with Sack Lunch. And then for this third viewing, I like it way more. I'm liking it more each time I see it. And it's more, the last time I watched it alone. And now I'm watching with you guys here because normally some of my guests can't come here. And but you guys, I love that you're here with me. And it's so much more fun. I know I scold you all the time because you talk so fudging much. But it's way fun watching it with you guys. It makes it more a bad movie with a bunch of friends is way more fun.
Yeah, I would say.
I think
that's why half of mine are just weird garbage. Just because it's fun to see how
it's such a great slice of the 80s. It really is. I mean, I feel like that should go in another category. But as far as recommending it, that's a reason to. Again, low budget movies in the 80s are better than good movies now.
Right. I mean, how much was The Thing? Wasn't that really low budget too? It seemed like
it's you can everything's well lit. Everything, the cameras, all of the shots are well done.
Well, I want to know how
There's
much.
a level of craftsmanship that they just stopped caring about.
You're absolutely right.
It just seemed 80s was like
The thing I think
the king of
actually
low
had a
budget.
big budget and did not do well with it. Is my understanding.
Oh no, you're right. We talked about that.
I think I remember it was
bombed.
like it got slightly less than
It was
the
like
budget.
like 10 or 20
Yeah,
million.
it underperformed.
That's how long. It's too long to go without having you guys on the show.
Yeah, I
Give me a
know.
break.
It's Cole's problem.
I'm trying.
Well, part of it's my problem too. I have my own problems. We all have problems. That's why
right.
we do this. We're trying to help people get away from their problems.
Yep.
Just like and Bill Murray says in I'm on vacation from my problems. That's what I want you guys to do when you come on, when you listen to this show. It's a vacation from your problems. Oh, here it is. Here it is. I just found it. I was right. $14.2 million budget and it made $15 million.
Yeah.
That's right. I was right in the middle last time.
But I just like the Friday the 13th movies cost like under $1 million to make, and they look better than most movies today. It's just,
especially that second
I don't
one.
know why. I don't know what corners have been cut as far as bad movies now, but they cut them.
But at the same time, though,
Maybe it's just because they were shooting on film and it was harder to make that look, or you had to do more to make that look acceptable. I think maybe that's part of it. I don't know.
Well, no, I think a lot of it was just low budget, no name actors. I mean, you didn't have to pay, $10 million for one actor.
No, you get Kevin Bacon in his first, or I don't know if it was in an early role, and then you have him get stabbed through the bed he's laying on.
I'm just thinking about The Thing, and it's such a good movie.
Heck yeah. Love that movie.
Wow, what a great movie. And that's how we do things on Should You Watch This with Cole and Taylor. We
My ADD
get to the
on
end
full
and we're
display, yeah.
talking about The Thing. And we're talking about Friday the 13th. Or no, what did you say?
Yeah, Friday the 13th.
Yeah, Friday the 13th.
I mean, those are bad movies, but they're very watchable.
The Thing isn't a bad movie.
No, The Thing is genuinely good. Friday the 13th is a bad movie.
Bad movie, but good.
The slasher.
It's surprisingly watchable. I was shocked at that.
Is it? Would it be on the Mount Rushmore of bad movies?
No, it's not.
It's more
that
like,
good.
Not that good. Okay.
I would put it's a breezy and watchable, but it's not.
It's an easy introduction to the 80s horror.
Yeah, it's a slice of the past in a way that's interesting.
I like that.
But it's genuinely suspenseful, especially that first one. They did a good job.
No.
The first time you see it.
The second one I think probably had the best suspense. The first one that has Jason and not the stupid mom.
Yeah.
All right, we gotta. I'm gonna go out with. You'll like this.
Yeah, when you find like the head, it's good.
That's it for this week.
That's right.
But I'm with you always. Look for me in the cloud at Popcorn Priest. I love movies and would love it if you'd share the love. Share this with the movie lover in your life. Another way to support the show is by throwing a few shekels at the priest by visiting patreon.com/Popcorn Priest and see what extra perks you can enjoy. If you made it this far, go. Give us a 5-star review on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. I command thee. As always, thanks for listening, and thanks to my reoccurring guests, Kumite Tribe.
Right.
And what are we calling you this week?
Kickboxing Marines.
Kickboxing Marines.
He's Mission Impossible 2, man. Look at him. That's who he is.
Yeah.
Mission Impossible 2.
That's true.
Tom Cruise.
I'm going to go climb a rock face with that rope.
Hair's way too long. Wearing glasses inside.
All right, well.
I'm about to go do a coke deal up in a penthouse.
That's what we like to hear.
With Sean Penn's brother.
When you watch movies, remember, you can pop off, pop in, or pop out, but always bring the popcorn.